we're going to hit you up with one of the hottest eras of comics right now, Silver Age, top 10 by Overstreet.
All right, we started this off with modern. We got copper, we got bronze, all done.
Mm-hmm.
But it's time that we moved on to the Silver Age, the age of comics where every new collector feels just a little pit in their stomach when they go from, I want to collect comic books, to, I want to get my favorite superhero's first appearance, and they type it in on eBay, and they see these prices. Oh,
that is very, very true. And again, understand that this Hot 10 list is driven very much by things that are in movies, that are in TV shows, that are all over streaming, that are all over Netflix. And a lot of these first appearances are very expensive. And with every subsequent movie that comes out, they keep going up farther and farther, which is why there's so much market volatility on this. And that's one of the reasons why we see these prices, Overstreet prices at one thing, and the prices just are up and down and up and down. So yes, market volatility is definitely driving this, but there's still a lot of great books on this list.
That's right. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and let's jump into this. We're referencing the Overstreet 48th edition 2018 release. Let's start this off with number 10. We have the first appearance of Hank Pym, Ant-Man. Ooh, Tales to Astonish, issue number 27, kicking this list off at $48,000 on the Overstreet price guide. Wow. Now, this is actually, I think this may be a little bit low. And it's a tough book to find in high grade. This predates Amazing Fantasy 15. And for an old book, you don't see high grade copies get sold very often. Now, we were able to pull some 8.0 sales between $17,000 and $20,000. Jeff, wouldn't you say, I mean, if this was a high grade above a 9.0, that this book could probably exceed $70K?
Yeah, I mean, we were just quoted 8.0 numbers. So that's high grade. But we're talking that next level of high grade, okay, 9.2. So I wouldn't be shocked to see this book, if it popped up 9.2 at an auction, to hit 100, maybe even a little over.
A lot of Paul Rudd fans.
Yeah. An extremely difficult book in this exceptionally high grade.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. All right, moving on to number 8. We have a 2-place tie, another book that I think is low.
Yeah, this book has been exceptionally hot this year. X-Men #1. Okay, and we got to understand, I mean, these are first appearances of Magneto. You got Professor X, Iceman, Cyclops, Marvel Girl, a.k.a. Jean Grey. That I don't know if I even mentioned Beast and Angel yet. So, I mean, we have a lot of first appearances here. So this book just sold November, so just last month, for $86K as a 9.2.
Ooh.
I mean, we're talking $36,000 more than the estimate by Overstreet standards.
Which is about $50,000.
Right. It's just $50,000 on Overstreet. So, and that's only alone, it's a 4% increase. But really, if you include that number, I mean, we're talking what? Do the math. A lot of percentages.
Absolutely. And the other book that it's tied with, Tales of Suspense number 39, another great book with first appearance of Iron Man. Now, I know he's in the wrong colored suit, and we did see a huge spike market-wise about 10, 12 years ago when the first Iron Man movie came out, but this book is still holding strong. The Overstreet Near Mint minus price guide is $50,000, but we're seeing sales in 9.2 at about $105K. So even though it is a 4% increase over last year, we're seeing more than double of actual sales out in the marketplace.
Yeah, and it's the first appearance of Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
So Tony Stark, our favorite alcoholic superhero.
Oh, yeah.
But
it's not going down anytime soon.
No, none of these really go that far down, and if they do, not for very long.
Right.
Ooh, especially the next one on the list. We have Amazing Spider-Man issue #1, coming in at number 7. Now, Overstreet puts this at a $72,000 value, showing a 6% increase year over year. But we have recent 9.4 sales at the end of 2017, right around when this list would have been compiled, at $140,000. Wow. So right here is a huge difference. I mean, there's no way that we're going to see that much of a gain for just one level grade up. So this is definitely something I do not agree with.
Mm-hmm.
What would you guess a 9.2 plus would go for?
110?
Probably, right?
Yeah, that'd be my best guess. I mean, it's an early Fantastic Four. Actually, their first crossover appearance. Obviously, Spider-Man has his own title. Yeah. So I wouldn't be shocked to see this 9.2 go for probably 110.
Absolutely. And this is a hot book, one that everybody wants.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, moving on to number 6 on the list, we have Journey into Mystery 83.
Yeah, Journey into Mystery number 83, first appearance of Thor. I mean, this is a fantastic cover.
Classic, man.
Classic. I mean, Kirby goodness, Stanley story. Amazing cover. And Overstreet says that this book in near mint minus is $80K.
Ooh, that's wrong.
Yeah.
So wrong.
Yeah, I'm looking at numbers here right now. And a Journey into Mystery 8394 sold for $220K. And an 85 sold for $36K last month. So I'm going to speculate that a 9.2 for a Journey Mystery 83, again, an over $100,000 book, probably as well.
Coming in at number 5, we actually have Brave and the Bold, number 28, first appearance of the Justice League.
Oh, classic book, man.
Such a great book. And really, this is the first DC book on this list.
Yeah, halfway through the list, DC making an appearance here.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, Brave and the Bold, number 28. Near mint minus price is $88,000 in the Overstreet, which is a 10% increase over the $80,000 from last year. But the documentation I have actually shows that there were 2 sales of a 9.0, one at $108K and one at $77,000. So that averages out to about $90,000, $92,000 for that book. So it's a little bit higher than what their estimation is. Maybe if that Justice League movie hadn't been so shitty.
Yeah, maybe that's what's going on.
Sorry.
I don't know. I mean, this is one of those books that's like, if you're going to spend almost $100,000, you're probably not even watching the movies.
I know, but
You know
I
what I
love
mean?
that cover. And it was really cool that they brought the villain from that back in metal. It's kind of nice to see that, come full circle. Yeah.
Yeah, you hope that when you put your money in a DC book, this is one of those DC books for the Silver Age. You want it to succeed, and this is one of the books you're hoping. Brave and the Bold 28, first appearance of Justice League, for crying out loud.
They're on the
This would
freaking
be
cover
it.
too.
I know. It
Like they're
looks so
all on the
cool.
cover.
Yep.
Like it doesn't always happen like that.
No.
Classic book. And shout out to the Loot Crate reprint. I really enjoyed that. That was like one of my favorite Loot Crate things I got.
Right.
If you know what I'm talking about, put your answers in the comment section below. And hit that like button while you're at it, because we're moving on to showcase number 4, the first appearance of Silver Age Flash. I mean, Gardner Fox, Harry Lampert, classic Silver Age cover. Flash all in red. I mean, this is a book it's been on my list right next to the first appearance of Mirror Master. I'm going to own it one day.
One of Gene Simmons' favorite books.
Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely. Like he has mentioned it multiple times in interviews with kids. He's like, I collect comic books. My favorite comic book, Showcase number 4, first appearance Flash, Carmen Infantino. Love that guy. Blah, 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 blah. And you're like, okay, Gene Simmons is into comic books. Whatever. It's crazy.
So yes, the Silver Age Flash, Barry Allen, not the Golden Age Flash that we first learned about back in the 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to wait till issue 123. Ooh. Showing up on the list at $150,000, seeing a 15% gain year over year. But here's the thing. We have a heritage sale back in the end of 2017, and 8.5 hitting 155,000. So can you imagine if a 9.2 hits the market? If we have an 8.5 going for 155, that's going to definitely exceed.
Wow.
It's gonna blow the waters off of that. And that's a book that people are waiting on. They're waiting to put bids on that.
Mm-hmm.
Great book, and I'm excited to see it make the list.
Coming in at number 3 is going to be Fantastic Four #1. I mean, this is the flagship book that started and really saved Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were one foot out the door already. If it wasn't for Fantastic Four #1 being such a success, there would be no Marvel universe right now.
Absolutely. It's the start of the Silver Age right here.
Yeah, so for Marvel, that is. This book, because of so many failing movies, has really been in a lull for a long time.
Yeah.
It keeps going up.
But now, people have hope again. And so this FF book has been skyrocketing this year. And so we're seeing a price here from Overstreet saying that a 9.2 is $160K. Okay, that's a strong number, right? Let's take a look at what numbers might really be. So Comic Link had an auction, which is an auction house, for Fantastic Four #1 in 9.0 back in August of this year. Okay. And that sold for $165K. So I'm going to assume a 9.2 in today's market, and this book is still hot, and we're in December and going on, I'm sure it'll continue into next year. We could be looking at almost $200K for this book.
Wow.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No.
People are stocking up on this book, seeing so many gains on this book. And there's a lot of people who are speculating that other issues of Fantastic Four are going to be hot this next year.
Now that all of the rights of Fantastic Four have reverted to Marvel and Disney, the people that have the money and are making the good movies now, we may very well actually see a good X-Men movie and a good Fantastic Four movie, one deserved of books like this. So I know people are really speculating on that as well. That's one of the reasons why I think this book's moving up.
Yeah, I'm a little frustrated with this book because I had an opportunity in its lull about a year and a half ago, and I knew a guy who, some people did, they stocked up early.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and some have been waiting a long time. I know some
Right.
guys who sold too early because they just couldn't wait anymore. Were frustrated. This guy had 6 copies. okay, of this book, and like 5 and down. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna jump in, and I was like, how much can I buy all of them? I'll just buy all of them from you because it was low, and I was like, this is the time to get in. He wouldn't sell me one. He's like, I am holding on to this train. So I was like, and then I watched it literally like 3 months later, and it just went boop, like just sailed up and hasn't stopped this whole year. You know,
Boom. Kirby Stanley classic book, a Marvel key. Absolutely. And I wouldn't be surprised if it continues to go up. Moving on to number 2, we have The Incredible Hulk.
Incredible Hulk #1. This is so great. This is first appearance of the Grey Hulk. This is the first appearance of Bruce Banner. And this is kind of an interesting one because if you know about this, there's only 6 issues of the Incredible Hulk here. And then we end up not really seeing Hulk again until there's, Tales to Astonish later on. But this is such a cool cover. It's such a classic cover, kind of seeing Hulk growing out of Banner. And $265,000 in near mint minus price. Now, since we can't give away a near mint minus copy of this, we actually have the Marvel Masterworks reprint of the first 6 issues of Incredible Hulk, and I have this at the shop, and we're going to give this away, so make sure you like and subscribe down below, and tell us what your favorite thing on this list is, because we want to send you a copy of the Marvel Masterworks, and you can read the Incredible Hulk #1. Now, we did find that there was a sale of a 9.2. This is a heritage auction a little bit earlier this year at $320,000. So if we have a 9.2 at $265, that was already a 10% increase, but it's sold at $320,000. I have a very strong feeling that when Overstreet gets printed next year, we're going to have this go up probably 20-25%.
Yeah, this is already showing 10% in the 2018.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it's going to definitely skyrocket from there. I'm excited to see what it makes the list next year.
I'm excited to see what happened with Bruce Banner and Hulk in the next Avengers movie.
Ooh, absolutely.
Right?
All right. Moving on to number 1 on the list, we have, is this a surprise to anyone? We have Amazing Fantasy, issue number 15, first appearance of Spider-Man, the Holy Grail. This is it. This is the book for the Silver Age.
Right.
And this is super attainable.It those dollar bins, hit the quarter bins. No, this book in 2018, near mint price, is going for $375,000. That's a 7% increase year over year. But here's the thing. We have a Comic Link sale this year for $415,000 at 9.0. That's $40,000 at a full point less. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this increase next year even more.
So this is like the Action Comics 1 of the Silver Age. Okay, this, like you mentioned, is the book of all books. Amazing cover.
Yeah.
For me, next to Hulk 1, both probably my 2 favorite covers for sure.
Absolutely.
So this book at a 9.2, I wouldn't be shocked to see this at $550 for a 9.2. A 9.6 I think sold over 1 million several years ago now.
Right.
How does that even happen? A 9.6 of that book? Whew. And we got to also congratulate our winner. We have our homie, Roger Johnson. We are going to be sending you this reprint of Hulk 181.
Oh, yeah.
This is a fun one. Roger, hit that description to find out how to contact us. And make sure to comment, like, and let us know what you think about this list in the comment section so we can put you in the raffle to win. What, Russ?
We're going to be giving away Marvel Masterworks Incredible Hulk Volume 1, the reprint of 1 through 6.
Very good. We do appreciate your time, Comic Fam. And stay tuned because we have another video to wrap up the year. We're going to be covering the top 10 comic books of all time. We do appreciate your time today, as always.
Geek.
Responsibly.
Enough
said. Listen, you sign up by January 15th for the mystery mail call, you have a chance to win a Spidey 129 first appearance Punisher. Link is in the bio. Check it out.